Hello everyone, in today's video we'll be covering how to add Labster simulations to your course in Schoology. Here's a quick overview of everything we'll cover in this video. We'll go over the Labster onboarding process and demonstrate how simulations are uploaded in your LMS, and at the end we'll review Labster support and best practices. Here's a walkthrough of the integration process. Once a signed order form is received, a customer success manager will reach out to all educators, admins, and bookstore contacts that will be involved in the Labster setup. Instructions to add the Labster LTI to your LMS instance will then be sent to the LMS admin for technical integration. As soon as Labster support team receives confirmation from the LMS admin that the LTI integration is complete, instructors will then have the ability to successfully assign simulations directly through their course shell. Labster's training materials are available to help faculty understand how to best access and use the tool. Now I will demo how to add simulations to your course within Schoology. Once you've logged into your Schoology account, find the course that you would like to add Labster simulations into. From there, you'll click the Materials button on the left-hand side, and then click the Add Materials button to find the Labster external tool. When you select the Labster external tool, you will be brought to the catalog of simulations. You can browse through our courses to find a curated list of learning content based on the course that you're teaching. You can filter courses by disciplines and education level. Each of our curated courses features a description and learning objectives, and then a series of units. Each unit has its own recommended simulations and learning progression. Similar to courses, our collections offer a simpler curated list of relevant simulations related to a particular topic or theme, although not with the full course outline. You can use the search bar up here to search for content by keyword, subject, or simulation title. In the search, you can see that there are several different filters to filter through the many simulations that Labster has to offer. You can filter by content type, subject, education level, language, device it's available on, duration, and whether the simulation is available in accessibility mode or not. To explore a simulation further, click into the simulation. Here you'll find the learning objectives and key information about the simulation. You can watch a screen recording of the simulation being completed right here, and if you'd like to play the simulation yourself, you can do so by clicking the play button right here. Each simulation comes with its own lab report, lab manual, read theory, and answered and unanswered copy of the quiz questions. These questions are the questions that students are asked throughout the duration of the simulation. The lab report is a resource that is the same for every simulation, and many teachers like to assign the lab report after a student completes a simulation, and the lab manual is specific to each simulation, and it's kind of like a mini textbook that many teachers assign to students prior to them completing the simulation to ensure that they are well prepared for the simulation that they are about to complete. Each simulation has the length of the simulation here, whether it's available in accessibility mode, and the languages it's available in. You'll also see the full simulation description as well as the related standards that the simulation covers. Down at the bottom, you'll see a few screen grabs of what students will see as they complete the simulation, as well as other relevant assets. If this is a simulation that you would like to add to your course, simply click the blue Add button and it will automatically be added to your course. There are a few different ways that you can edit a published simulation. The first is if we click on the Settings button here and click Edit, you can edit the name, the point value, the due date, and something to note here as well is you want to make sure that the Enable Grading button is selected so that all of the Labster grade data will be automatically put into your grade book. Once you make some changes, you can click the Save Changes button. And then another way that you can edit our simulations is if we click into the simulation published. You can see that we have the Edit Quiz Questions button appearing here. You can now edit the quiz how you best see fit for your students. If we click in to create new quiz, you'll be able to see all of the quiz questions and quiz question answers, and you'll be able to edit all of this information as well as add additional questions. Once you make some edits here to your quiz, you can click Save and Close. And if you'd like to apply your edited version of the quiz to the simulation, you can do so by clicking these three buttons and clicking Apply to Simulation. You can also click Edit to make further edits to the simulation, and you can also copy your edited version to additional courses as well. If we go back to the Materials section, I'd like to also show you the Labster dashboard. The Labster dashboard can be added to your course the same way that simulations are added. To view students' grades, you can view them by simulation or by students. To view grades per simulation, all of your published simulations will be populating in the drop-down menu. When you pick one, all of your students will populate right in the middle, and you'll be able to see the progress that they've made on that simulation, the score they received, and the date and time that they completed it. If you click into a student attempt, you'll be able to see how many attempts they took on the simulation, the time they spent, the score they received, and whether it has been graded or not. You can also click into it further, and you'll be able to see how many times it took the student to answer each quiz question correctly. You can also view grades per student, and in the per student view, all of the students' names will populate in the drop-down menu, and all the simulations in your course will populate in the middle. Again, you'll be able to see the progress, the score, and the date that they completed it on. Our chat support is available in the lower right-hand corner of the Labster dashboard or the Help Center. It's a great resource, especially for students to use when they are completing simulations outside of instructors' availability. Chat with our support team if you run into any technical difficulties while completing simulations. You can also access our Help Center here, and in the Help Center you can search by keyword or any issue that you run into. Again, we have our chat support down on the right-hand corner if you would like to chat with our support team member instead. We also have our instructor resources, and this will take you to the Educator's Guide to Labster. This is a great resource for instructors, especially those using Labster for the first time, to learn how to get started fast, to support your students, and deepen your understanding of virtual labs. We also have a student troubleshooting guide, and this is a great resource to share with your students before they begin to use Labster. We also have a student resources page, and the Student's Guide to Labster is similar to the Instructor's Guide to Labster that includes an overview of what to expect and some tips and tricks to make sure that Labster runs as smoothly as possible for them. Now we will go over best practices when using Labster. We recommend that students use a laptop, desktop, Chromebook, or iPad. Our supported browsers are Google Chrome and Firefox. Safari and other browsers will not support playing Labster simulations. We recommend that students close out all other tabs and websites while they're playing simulations, and they should wait until the simulation loads to 100% and stay in the simulation tab while it is loading. They should not click away from the simulation. Here's a list of all of our support and resources that we touched upon earlier. Our live chat support is available 6 days a week and typically has an under 4-minute response time. We recommend accessing our Help Center and reaching out to our support team using the blue chat button. We also have an educator community, and this is the forum and network where educators can communicate, ask questions, and give feedback on Labster. Finally, we have the Educator's Guide to Labster, covering everything from technical setup to an overview of the features of Labster. If at any time you have questions or concerns or need assistance, please reach out to our support team at support@labster.com. And as always, if you need any tips or best practices or want to see how other instructors are using Labster, please reach out to your customer success manager. Thank you.